Hey everyone, welcome back to another Fusion 360 tutorial. And today we're going to be going over the shell tool. So this is one I tend to use a lot more than I thought I would. It's basically helps you create kind of containers or hollow objects. So meaning if let's say I would click the top of the cylinder and click on the shell tool, it gives me an option to type in the wall thickness of which I want to create the shell. So let's say I would choose 3 millimeters. Automatically it cuts away everything, but leaves a wall thickness of 3 millimeters. This includes the sides and the bottom, so the bottom is also 3 millimeters. If I would choose, let's say 7, the walls become thicker, the bottom becomes thicker, and I essentially just made a flower pot or a simple cap for something. So now, if I would choose the top and I would choose the bottom, and I'll click shell, let's say I'll do 3 again, it cuts a hole in the top and the bottom, making a hollow tube. It basically cuts through the face which you selected, but leaves a wall of your desired amount. So I'll do 3, keep it as that, and there you go. So now moving on to a cube. Instead of choosing all the faces, you can also shell the entire body. Meaning if I would select the body, click shell, let's say I want the wall thickness to be 2 millimeters. From the outside, it looks like nothing happened. However, if I go to inspect and go to section analysis, and I'll choose this face, it allows me to look on the inside. And as I go in, I hollowed it out. So this is useful, let's say if you're 3D printing something, you want certain sections of your design to have zero infill or something like that. Um, or if you want just to hide something within a body or add supports to something. So let's say I want to design something here, and I want to be, let's say, one pillar to another pillar here, just random amounts. And now we'll go up to here, click OK. And I can hide section analysis. No one would actually know that there are 2 pillars in here. Why is, here we go. There we go. No one actually know that there are two pillars higher. So you want to make hidden compartments in anything. This is a great tool to use. Now, also going to just another cube, if let's say you wanted to make drawers um, or just containers, you could use the shell tool on 1, 2, 3 faces, or you could use 2. Let's choose 2. There we go. We just created this shape, which is usually used to create one of those weird optical illusion. It's like a cube, but it's just hollow. You could also choose one face, another face, and let's choose 2 again. There we go. Now we have this little shelf container, or we just choose the top. There we go. Now we have this shape. Or if you want to get to a little more complicated shapes, let's say we have something like this, which I'll be showing you how to make in the next video. If you have a vase you want to try and print or something like that, and you want to make the whole thing hollow, or you want to be able to place stuff in it, let's say flowers or just water, if you just click the top and do shell, let's say you want the thickness to be 3, it will make the wall thickness is 3. I mean, if I choose a section analysis from the inside, it follows the walls and keeps them as 3. So this is a perfect tool in order to make containers. Just like that. Goes all the way around. The whole thing is only 3 centimeters. Now, one of the most common projects in the Autodesk, hold on, let me move forward again. The Autodesk Fusion 360 tutorials is to make a lampshade. The way they do that is to take this three-dimensional object, to select the top and bottom, and shell it out with wall thickness of, let's say, 3. That gives us this hollow object, the top for the light bulb and the cord, and the bottom for the light to shine through, as well as adding embellishments on the outside. But I ended up using the shell tool a lot just to help hollow it out. Because without the shell tool, it would say I wanted to make that same container with a cube. Let's make just a random size rectangle. Let's extrude it 30. In order to hollow this out, I would have to make another rectangle, try to measure an arbitrary point, go to here, click E, select here. If I forgot what I already extruded it by, so let's try 30. That might be too much. Yeah, it's going through the whole thing. I don't exactly know what the wall thickness is, so the shell tool is a great It's a great tool to use when you're making containers or anything hollow. Next video, we're going to be moving on to how I made this vase using my personal favorite tool, which is the revolve tool. So that will be coming up in the next video.